We're stepping on the campus, yeah, it's game time. With the BowTie on, looking sharp, I'm in my prime. From the classrooms to the courts, we hustle hard. Sports university life, man, we raise the bar. BowTie, fresh style, we breaking the mold. BowTie Sports, yeah, we doing it right. Champions in the making, shining so bright. On and off the field, we rise to the test. BowTie University will always be the best. Late night studying, early mornings on the field. Dreams are getting real, every challenge we wield. Victory in our sights, we grind, never rest. BowTie Sports pride, man, we only chase the best. With every game we play, our legacy unfolds. BowTie Sports, yeah, we doing it right. Champions in the making, shining so bright. On and off the field, we rise to the test. BowTie University will always be the best. From dawn till dusk, we wear it with pride. In this BowTie life, we'll never divide.
What's up, guys? We got a heck of a show lined up for today. We got Jordan Harrison in the building from West Virginia. Hey, guys. Hey, one of the best backcourt players I ever seen play. She got me watching the game now, man, and she's a beast. And y'all guys are gonna sit back. Y'all guys are gonna love her. Everything that she has going for her. So, with that said, guys, let's get right into the sponsor of this show. Baseball is back on Underdog. Use the code BowTie. Are you ready to cash in now, guys? Why not go hard on the yard with Pick'em? Pick high or lower, it doesn't matter. Bobby White Jr., New York Yankees, Los Angeles Angels, it doesn't matter. Enter your fee of $10 or more and win big, guys. I'm talking about big. Big money is coming your way. Take a swing today and win 6 times the entry of your money. Waiting on a meatball? New customers get Bobby White Jr. today. It doesn't matter. Use the code BowTie Sports on Underdog. Make picks, win money big. And that is Underdog, guys, where you can get play 5 to get $50. You know what I mean, and use the code BowTie. So with that said, let's bring in our guest of the hour, Jordan Harrison. Let's get her in here, guys. How you doing today, Jordan?
Hey, I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing great. Ready to get this show on the road. Hey, let's talk about, man. What got you interested, and where you get you interested in playing basketball from where it all started from?
Honestly, basketball was not really in the picture when I was super young.
Mhm.
I started with like cheerleading, dance. That was kind of more of my thing. But then I would have to go to like my brother's practices or whatnot. So I would just be sitting there bored, waiting for him to get done with basketball practice. I, just picked up the ball on the side and I just start shooting at my dribbling. And my dad was like, "Oh, she's kind of good." So I would say like my brother and my dad introduced it to me about like my second grade year. So yeah.
So you've been playing all the way since 3rd grade.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what did you what goes all into like being like a point guard, a dominant point guard from what I've seen so far in your game? What did it all take like for the training and everything? Like what kind of hours did it take for everything like that?
Yeah, I mean, I spent a lot of hours in the gym. My dad made sure that I was in there. He always told me I got to be working because somebody else is working. So, yeah, a lot of hours, a lot of dedication, sacrifice. Definitely got to love the sport and enjoy playing it because it's not easy by any means. But I worked pretty hard, so it prepared me for these times now being a point guard here at West Virginia.
Oh yeah. So what did being down in West Virginia, what made you choose West Virginia from all the other schools that's out there?
Yeah, well, my freshman year, I actually played at Stephen F. Austin in Nacogdoches,
Mhm.
Texas. And then my head coach there, he got the head coaching job here at West Virginia. And,
Mhm.
I stuck with him because he's a winner. He believed in me. And so I know I wanted to play with him. So leading me all the way up here in West Virginia, which I would have never thought.
What's your favorite thing to do on the campus up there?
Favorite thing to do? I'll probably say hang out with my teammates. We'll go to like Top Golf. It's about 45 minutes away. And yeah,
Hmm.
just chill with them. That's probably the most fun that I have down here. Besides playing basketball.
So what's the most embarrassing thing that happened to you on the court? I know a lot of people. I know me playing football. I know I had embarrassing stuff. That happened to me on the field. What's the most embarrassing thing that happened to you that you thought nobody didn't see, or you just kept it to yourself?
Oh, that's a tough one. I mean, it either would have to be like smoking wide open layup, like nobody down there with me, and just smoking a layup. Or if there's been a time or two I've shot off the side of the backboard in the corner. So
Hmm.
one of those two definitely is the most embarrassing.
Oh yeah. So what I want to ask you this? Like I ask a lot of people this. Like, what is your favorite? What's your favorite artist? What gets you prepared for the game? What's the artist you listen to, or do you listen to any music before the game starts?
Oh yeah, I definitely listen to a lot of music. My main artist would definitely be Gunna, and I like to
Hmm.
listen to a little bit of Lil Baby, but Gunna gets me going every game time. So yeah.
Uh, what's your pregame meal like?
Pre-game meal? Well, they usually provide that for us, but it's mainly more like some type of pasta, salmon,
Hmm.
chicken, vegetables. That's usually the go-to that they give us.
Okay, let's talk about your high school. I was watching some of your highlights, and I was like, dang, she put up 74 points in high school. That's unheard of. You know what I mean? So let's talk about that. Your high school days.
Yeah, so I mean, high school I played with some really good players too. One of
Hmm.
them goes to Oklahoma State and one goes to Baylor. I won a title my senior year. Finally, it took us 3 tries because we didn't get a chance my sophomore year because of COVID. But
Hmm.
yeah, that 74 point game, I was trying to get to my 1,000 point by the end of my senior year. So my coach was like, "Just give it to Jordan, just shoot it." So I was shooting it. Okay, I got
I was like,
74.
Jesus. I was like, Jesus Christ, she is going off, man, unstoppable. I was watching. I was like, man, I was asking myself. I was like, I remember back in the day when me playing ball. You know what I mean? But that was like you had a hot hand that day.
Yeah,
Like to hit up 74 points like that, man. It was crazy to watch. Now, I
yeah,
also want to. I also want to ask you a thing. Playing with JJ. What that taught you to your game, watching her game. Like, what could it add to your game? I know this is her last year with you guys. Now you going into your senior year. Now you gonna be the dog in the backfield. What can you learn from her? And what can you take on to your next game coming up?
yeah. Definitely. I think playing with JJ these last 2 years, I've learned. Well, we'll start off with confidence. I feel like playing with her, uh, each game, I gain more confidence in my game, seeing how small she is and the way she was maneuvering around in the paint, getting her shot up. So yeah, definitely, I would say confidence first, and then her little mid range pull up. Me and her have been working out together, so I can have that
Hmm.
consistent mid range like she does. So, yeah, definitely confidence for sure, and get my shots up. Cause sometimes I think I'm too small to get them up over people, but when I see her do it, I'm like, oh yeah, I can do it for sure. So
Now, when I see you hit that half court shot in TCU, I was like, I know they told me that I could jump up and down, but I was like, God dang it, had a whole chemical. I was like, man, let's go, man. Like from half court to hit it like that, man, it was amazing. One of my most favorite shots I've seen of yours so far. Somebody in a question have in a comment have a question for you. They want to know how the NIL impacts your sport.
honestly, NIL has been a blessing for a lot of the athletes, but it also can be like very hard for like people or schools to get like recruits. Cause now I feel like a lot
Hmm.
of athletes are just trying to, which go get your money. I agree with that 100%, but I think it makes it harder, like actually recruiting players because they just go where most of the money is, and not necessarily like the culture or a winning program or this or that. So I think it's two sides to it, but I think NIL, especially for me, I mean, it's been a blessing and it has changed my life forever. So,
Right, right. I think. What's some endorsements that you got so far since you? since the NIL, came into the you guys league?
So my main one is with my school. It's called Country Roads. That's where I get like majority of my NIL money. I've done endorsements with Poppy, the soda brand. I did that like
Hmm.
last year. I had one with recently with Post Game for C4 Energy, and I have a couple like other small ones where I just like post something on social media and get some benefits from that.
Oh man, I see. Keep up the hard work. I know it. I know a lot of people think that it impacts some good ways, but hey, you said only hard thing is what happens is stopping people from coming to the school or get harder with recruitments and stuff like that. But speaking of that, how you feel about Juju, man? She see her go down like that. Going about to get ready for everything that she got going on. How you feel about that?
Yeah, I mean, definitely hearing about that kind of broke my heart a little bit because I mean, she's such a great player and she's doing great things for women's basketball. So to see her go down during the prime time like of the season, which is March Madness, it was kind of sad to see that she had to miss out. But it was kind of cool seeing her team like rally up together and win that game against Kansas State. But
Hmm.
definitely, you know, I wish that would never have happened to her. But she'll be back. She's young, so she'll be back for sure.
Yeah, wishing her nothing but the luck, nothing but luck coming forward. But speaking of the Big 12, man, hey, Houston won the championship here, the men's basketball team in Kansas City, and also now they we have to go face they got another championship game coming up pretty soon as well. I know I seen Master P down there, his son, on the sideline. And Houston is, I didn't, for me, watching, I didn't think they would, when they first came, I didn't think they would go that far, but they built a strong team over there. What you had to say about their accomplishments?
Honestly, very impressive. Houston is actually one of my favorite men's basketball teams. Their head coach was actually at OU for a while, so I mean they got a lot of dogs on that team, so that alone can get them very far. But no, they've done great. They accomplished great things, and I'll be pulling for them to win the whole thing for sure.
So, what you think about that game last night? Was it a good one to watch? It came down to the wire. I thought they was going to lose, but I like when they came back. In the second half, it was amazing to watch. What you think about it?
Yeah, definitely. I wasn't actually like sitting there watching the game, but I like kept peeping at it. I was kind of hanging with my teammates. But when the last like I guess under a minute, we found the TV, sat in front of it, and watched it, and it was crazy sequence to see them, come back. But that just let you know the game ain't over until it's over. So,
Yeah, that overtell is over.
yeah.
I mean, it's a blessing to see these kids out here, putting they all on the court and getting accomplished for it. And especially Houston, man. I love their coach, man. He'll give you the interviews. He'll sit there, talk to you, ask you how you doing. He will actually remember, your name when you come down there to media day and stuff. I know Al High is in here. I know that's one of his favorite coaches as well, to interview as well. But speaking of that, man, speaking of coaching, where do you see you guys going, next year? So I know you're going to be a senior. This is going to be you. So JJ's gonna be gone. So it's gonna be, it's gonna be the Jordan show. So what you thinking for yourself next season?
Yeah, definitely gonna have to be more aggressive, which I'm excited about. I'm definitely
Mm-hmm.
gonna miss having JJ for sure because that's just a generational talent that you don't get all the time. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, still going out there having fun, enjoying the game. I mean, I'm still a point guard at the end of the day, so I will, be distributing to my teammates, and
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna have like basically a new roster. So I'm excited to just get the girls in and put our culture into them, so that way we can just go out there, play hard, and
Mm-hmm.
have fun. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna miss my girl JJ, especially when we both on defense together. But
Mm-hmm.
we'll be good next year. Hoping we can get past the second round of the tournament. If we can get to the Sweet 16, then now I could be a little bit more satisfied.
I see y'all going far, man. Like like I told you when I first seen you play, you one got me to start watching the women's basketball league. Seeing you, I think it was the first time seeing you play was versus Kansas, and I think y'all lost that one. But you was out there, didn't give up. You was out there, fighting to the end. I was like, man, who is that number 10 out here? She's stealing the ball, shooting threes. But other than that, man, hey, this is gonna be amazing for you guys next year. I can't wait to see what you have up for next year.
Yeah.
And also, I also want to ask you this: where do you? Somebody want to ask me? Want me to ask you this? Where did you see yourself in 5 years after this is all said? After this is all said and done.
Well, honestly, I feel like I can see two ways of my life going right now. Because I haven't really decided if I want to play professional after college yet. But if I do decide to do that, then 5 years I see me playing in a league, financially stable. It's very important.
Right.
Or I would definitely be getting into coaching somewhere and just kind of leaving my mark on some type of organization and getting started with it. So yeah.
Yeah. So with that said, man, hey, where can everybody find you at on social media and everything like that? Where can they find you at?
Yeah, so my Instagram, you can follow is Jordan Harrison, all lowercase with 2 underscores. My Twitter is capital J _ Harrison 2022. All my stuff is really Jordan Harrison. It's pretty easy to find. So
All right, man. Hey, it was nice having you on, man. Hey, I like it. I like your game. I like everything you doing, man. Keep up the hard work. Keep up everything you got going on. And what do you like to say to the fans and everything that's watching you so far? I know there's a lot of young girls that I seen on social media. It's like a classroom that was watching your game. What you had to say to the kids that's looking up to you.
I mean, honestly, my main thing is like, if you can do anything you put your mind to. I mean, you're gonna have doubters. People say that you can't do stuff, but as long as you just stay focused and you really enjoy doing what you do and you want to do it, you can do it. And also a huge thank you to those people that do support me every day. Like that keeps me going. It's just nice to see that people recognize what I'm doing. And, when I see that, it just gives me more motivation. So I also want to say thank you to those people as well. And thank you to you for sure. Yes.
I know you like, I'm always on the sideline cheering, man. I'll be telling everybody, hey, Jordan is, hey, you a dog, man. I feel like you one of the best defenders I've seen, and also shooters, man. Like, just keep up the great work. It's a lot is in store for you. Hey, I'm the number 1 fan. You got me to watch. Got me start watching the female league, and I love it, man. I love watching y'all, man. I'm a big fan of West Virginia now, all because of you. And JJ, and then watching the other girls get to know them more as well. But I can't wait to see what's up next for you guys next year as well.
Yes.
So hey, thank you for coming on. Thank you guys for in the chat for joining in. Somebody said nice to meet you, Jordan. Let me see if they got some questions.
Nice to meet you guys.
Al Ha said thanks for putting the Big 12 on the map. So, hey, thank you guys for joining in. We said Press Virginia. Yeah, that's what he like to call y'all, Press Virginia.
It's not going nowhere either. As long as Coach Kellogg here, we're going to be pressing.
So with that said, man, thank you guys for joining in. Thank you guys for, watching. This is Jordan Harrison. I'm Hence Ty. Don't forget to like and share. And I'll see you guys Monday on Chiefs Blitz. And I'll also don't forget about Underdog, sports fantasy, and use the code BowTie Sports. So with that said, guys, I'll see you guys Monday. And this is Jordan Harrison. And hey, I hope she be back on here again. I hope she don't forget.
For sure. I'm
here. So with that said, guys, we'll see you guys. I will see you guys Monday. But then again, thanks, Jordan.
Thank you.
I'm in my prime. From the classrooms to the course, we hustle hard. Sports university life, man, we raise the bar. BowTie, fresh style, we breaking the mold. BowTie Sports, yeah, we doing it right. Champions in the making, shining so bright. On and off the field, we rise to the test. BowTie University will always be the